वैष्णवी, म्यूट योर माइक। बोर्ड नहीं दिख रहा है? Bohr's model of an atom. Now, in Rutherford model of an atom, we have come to know that he was having drawback in his model of an atom. He was not able to explain that if any charged particle is in acceleration, is moving in the orbit, then it is going to lose energy, and when it will lose energy, it is going to fall into the nucleus. But this is not at all possible. So later on, Niels Bohr gave his model of an atom, in which he corrected the 2 points which was proved to be as a demerit in the Rutherford model of an atom. Okay, what was that? The first point was that in Rutherford model of an atom, as he said, Rutherford said that electrons are moving continuously around the nucleus. Okay, this was the point said by Rutherford. It was said by Rutherford. Electron is a charged particle. Electron is what? Charged particle. So when a charged particle will be in acceleration, it will be in acceleration. What is going to happen? It is going to lose energy. What it will do? It will lose energy. And when it will lose energy, then it will be attracted towards the nucleus. And it is going to fall into the nucleus. Now, this statement was corrected by whom? By Bohr. He corrected the statement. He said, how he corrected the statement? He said, as far as electron remain in a particular orbit, he said, he gave the name to particular orbit, discrete orbit. क्या नाम बोला? Discrete orbit. As long as electron remain in a particular orbit, discrete means what? Having fixed amount of what? Energy, or fixed amount of energy. As far as electron remain in a particular orbit, discrete orbit, it does not lose or gain energy. ठीक है? What does it mean? As far as electron remain in the particular orbit, particular मतलब कि अपने orbit, it does not lose or gain energy. It is not going to lose any kind of energy or gain any kind of energy. So when it is not going to lose any kind of energy or gain any kind of energy, then there is no possibility of electron falling into the nucleus. Okay? Is it okay to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
All of you are having NCERT book with you?
Yes.
Yes,
ma'am.
Open your book. Open your book where Bohr's model is written. Open that page. Now one of you, Sonali na? Sonali, who is the monitor of 9E? Hello?
Ma'am,
Please read out that line from your book. Have you got 2 points under Bohr's model of an atom?
Yes, ma'am.
Only certain discrete lines are permitted. वो वाला line पढ़ो तो.
Only certain special orbits known as discrete orbits of electron are allowed.
Wait, read slowly. Only certain
Special orbits
spatial orbit
known as discrete orbits
known as discrete orbit
of electrons are allowed.
of electrons are allowed
Inside the atom.
inside the atom. Okay, this is the first point. And what is the second point?
Yes. While revolving in discrete orbits.
While revolving in discrete orbit,
the electrons do not radiate energy.
The electrons do not
radiate energy.
Now, first of all, you have to understand these two statements. First statement, all of you, please listen carefully. Only certain spatial orbit known as discrete orbit of electrons are allowed inside the atom. So here the word has come discrete. Okay, so what does discrete mean? Discrete means having fixed number of electron या फिर fixed amount of energy. Fixed amount of energy. So each orbit is associated with a fixed number of electron and that also fixed amount of energy. Okay, that's why the word discrete has been used here. But in Rutherford model of an atom, that was the drawback. The drawback was that it was not fixed what is the number of electron in the particular orbit. But in Bohr's model, he corrected that each orbit is a special orbit. Only certain special orbit known as discrete orbit of electrons are allowed inside the atom. In the atom, whatever orbits are present, all the orbits are associated with a fixed amount of energy. Okay? Okay, class? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Each of them is associated with a fixed amount of energy. And how is that fixed amount of energy indicated? 2n square. What is that fixed amount of energy? The fixed amount of energy is 2n square, where n represents what? N represents the
number of orbits.
Number of shells. N represent what? N represents the number of shells. So whatever is the number of shells, each of them is associated with a fixed amount of energy, or you can say a fixed number of electrons. Is the point clear to you? So the first drawback, what is the number of electron, which was not discussed in Rutherford model of an atom, has been made clear here. Very clearly it is written. यहाँ पर तो बहुत साफ साफ लिखा हुआ है, कहा हुआ है कि discrete orbit is there. Discrete means what? Which is having a fixed amount of energy. And what is that amount of energy? That amount of energy is what? 2n square. Okay? Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
The second point, while revolving in the discrete orbit. Discrete means what? Which is having fixed amount of energy. So while it is revolving in its own shell, having discrete number of electrons or energy orbit, the electrons do not radiate energy. Electron does not radiate energy. Radiate energy का मतलब क्या है? Lose energy. Does not lose any kind of energy. So when it is not going to lose any kind of energy, then there will be no situation of coming electron closer or falling into the nucleus. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, everyone? So tick out
Yes, ma'am.
tick out these 2 points where you will write that which 2 postulate of Bohr's remove the demerit of Rutherford model of an atom. तो आप यही दोनों पॉइंट लिखेंगे. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now we will discuss what is this 2n square.
मैम मैम बोर मॉडल भी यही है.
बोर्स मॉडल अभी हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे. ये तो 2 पॉइंट हुआ which explains that how the demerit of Rutherford model is removed. Now we will discuss Bohr's model. What is Bohr's model of an atom?
ओके.
Bohr's model का सबसे पहला point is same to Rutherford model of an atom. What was the first point? The entire mass and positive charge is concentrated in the center of the atom. Hello, is the board clear? Please tell me, all of you, if it is not, board is not.
No, ma'am.
Is it clear? Is it clear now?
No.
I think I have to use blackboard, not whiteboard. ठीक है? Is it okay?
No, मैम.
Either you will be able to see me or you will be able to see the blackboard. What do you like to see? Blackboard?
मैम ठीक है.
ठीक है, चलो. When entire mass and positive charge is concentrated in the center of the atom. Okay. This point is similar to Rutherford model of an atom. This point is similar
Yes,
to
ma'am.
what? Rutherford model of an atom also it is said the same. वहां पर भी यही बोला गया था और यहाँ पर भी वही बोला गया है. Entire mass and positive charge is concentrated in the center of the atom. Second point, electrons are present outside the nucleus in different energy shells. Now, the word orbit has been removed. In place of orbit, what has been taken? Energy shell. अब orbit की जगह हम किस word का use करेंगे? किस word का use करेंगे? Which word will make use of?
Cell.
Energy
Shell.
shell.
Energy cell.
Third point. Each energy shells or level भी कहते हैं. Each energy shells are associated with a fixed amount of energy. Associated with a fixed amount of energy, that is 2n square, where n is equal to the number of shells. Where n is equal to what? Number of shells. Now how we will come to know about this 2n square? 2n is the number of shells. So 2n square. Each energy level is associated with a fixed amount of energy, that is 2n square, where n is equal to the number of shells. तो यहाँ पर जो है थोड़ा सा पॉइंट हम लोग ऐड कर सकते हैं कि these energy they are numbered as. यहाँ पर जो shells जो है उनको नेमिंग कैसे किया गया है? as k, l, m and n. ठीक है. जो energy shells है, what name has been given to them? they has been named as K, L, M or N. Okay, K means the first shell, second shell, third shell and the fourth shell. Okay, class. Hello. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So K, L, M and N. K means the first shell, L means the second, third and fourth. So if it is 2n square, तो यहाँ पे हो जाएगा 2 1 का square, 2 2 का square, 2 3 square and 2 4 square. So what it will be? It will be 2 8 18 and 32. It is what? Number of electrons. What it is representing? 2 8 18 and 32 is representing what? What will be the number of electrons that will be present in the first shell, in the second shell, in the third shell or in the fourth shell? Okay to all?
Yes.
Any question you want to ask here?
Yes.
आप लोग कुछ पूछना चाहते हैं तो पूछिए. कुछ पूछना चाहते हैं? So that this is indicating what? The energy is increasing. Energy is increasing, na? Number of electron is increasing. So energy is also increasing, class. Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
ये आप समझ रहे हैं, यहाँ पे नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स जब बढ़ रहा है तो हम ये भी, जब ये नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को भी इंडिकेट करता है, कहाँ पर है फिक्स अमाउंट, ये नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को भी इंडिकेट करता है और एनर्जी को भी इंडिकेट करता है. सो वी कैन से दैट द एनर्जी ऑफ द शेल इज इंक्रीजिंग. व्हिच वन इज हैविंग लोएस्ट एनर्जी?
First
K.
one.
Which one is having
K cell. K cell.
K shell? Which is having lowest energy? K shell is having the lowest energy, and the highest energy is present where?
N cell.
N shell. Okay, highest energy is present in the N shell. Okay,
Yes, sir.
ये point clear है आपको?
Yes.
Fourth
Yes,
point.
ma'am.
Fourth point. Fourth point में क्या है? So as long as electron remain in a particular shell, it does not lose or gain energy. तो अगर पूछा जाएगा कि which postulate of Bohr's explains or removes the demerit of Rutherford model of an atom, then you can say which one?
Fourth.
This one, fourth one. Fourth one explains that electrons, if it is moving in its own shell, is not going to lose any kind of energy. As long as electron remain in a particular cell, it does not lose or gain energy. But when it, now the question arises, then when it lose and when it absorbs, when it lose and when it gains, कब lose होगा और कब gain होगा, है ना? Question is there in your mind? Is
When
this
it will
question-
change the
when it will change the orbit, when it will change the orbit, when it will move from lower shell to the higher shell, from lower shell to higher shell, it is going to absorb, and when higher shell to lower shell, it is going to what? Release. Okay, and when it is releasing in the form of what? Radiation. इस फॉर्म में रिलीज करता है, तो रेडिएशन के फॉर्म में रिलीज करता है. ओके और नॉट?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So आपको ये वाला पॉइंट अच्छे से समझ में आ गया? एज लॉन्ग एज इलेक्ट्रॉन रिमेन इन अ पर्टिकुलर ऑर्बिट, इन इट्स ओन ऑर्बिट, if it is
Particular.
present in its own orbit, it is not going to lose or gain any kind of energy. But when it is going to absorb energy, now the question arises, when it will absorb energy, how it will absorb energy, how it will absorb energy.
Then it will move from lower to higher cells.
But how will it do it? When you will hit the atom, when you will hit the atom, what is going to happen? When you hit anything, then what happened? The particle become excited or not?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Particle becomes excited. You have read in class 9th only, in the very first chapter, change of one form into the other form, solid into liquid. The particles on hitting get excited, they start moving apart. So similarly here also in atom is made up of what? Electrons. Proton is there in the nucleus, so whatever has to be done is to be done with the electron. So when you will hit the atom, what is going to happen? Electron is going to become excited. Electron kya hoga?
Excited.
Excited. And when it will become excited, what is going to happen? Can you see the board here? This is space. If suppose
Yes, ma'am.
this is
Yes,
the
ma'am.
nucleus and this is the shell. If electron is present here, electron अगर यहाँ present है, इसको अगर हम heat कर रहे हैं, if we are heating it, it will gain energy. तो जब energy, इसका तो energy fixed है ना, इसका तो amount of energy fixed है. जब उससे ज्यादा एनर्जी इसको मिलेगा तो ऑब्वियसली वो कहाँ जाएगा? बोलो.
Upper side.
जिसके पास
अपर सेल में जाएगा.
जिस शेल में उतना एनर्जी होगा वो वहां जंप करके जाएगा. टेल मी.
Yes, ma'am.
All the shells are having a fixed amount of energy. This you know. First shell is having some energy. Second one is having higher energy. Third one is having higher than the second one. Okay. So when you will hit the atom, the electron is going to become excited. And then whatever amount of energy it will go, accordingly it will move into the shell. Accordingly it will move into the shell now. Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
So what is going to happen?
Yes, ma'am.
When it is going to become excited, it will move to the higher energy level. जब एनर्जी बढ़ा, एनर्जी एब्जॉर्ब हुआ, तो जितना इसके पास था उससे ज्यादा एनर्जी वो गेन कर लिया. तो जब गेन कर लिया तो उस शेल में तो ये रहेगा नहीं, कहाँ जाएगा? Where it will go? To that
Upper
shell,
side.
to that shell which is having that amount of energy. Okay? Okay or not?
Yes, ma'am.
So it will move to the higher energy level, but there it is, the energy is not going to become stable. अब देखो यहाँ पे एक टर्म आता है, जब ये लोअर शेल से हायर शेल होता है तो ये जो स्टेट होता है ये क्या कहलाता है? It is called what? It is called excited state. What it is called?
Excited.
Excited.
When the excited state, when is it excited? In excited state?
When we
When
provide
we
heat.
get heated by any other object.
When you?
When we
When
will
we
heat.
heat atom.
When we hit the atom and it gains the energy and it moves from lower shell to higher shell. When it moves from lower shell to higher shell, it is said to be in excited state. किस स्टेट में है?
Excited.
जब ये लोअर से हायर में जा रहा है तो वो एक्साइटेड स्टेट हो गया. बट जब ये अपने शेल में है, लोअर शेल में वापिस आएगा तो ये क्या कहलाएगा? इट विल बी कॉल्ड ग्राउंड स्टेट. व्हाट इट विल बी कॉल्ड?
Ground state.
ग्राउंड स्टेट. ग्राउंड स्टेट मतलब ग्राउंड लेवल पे. कहने का मतलब क्या होता है कि अपने क्या जमीन पर है. ठीक है, कहते हैं ना कि ही इज अ ग्राउंड लेवल पर्सन कहते हैं ना, सुने हो ये टर्म?
Yes, ma'am.
तो ग्राउंड स्टेट मतलब जो अपना उसका स्टेट है, उसका खुद का जो स्टेट है, दैट इज कॉल्ड व्हाट? ग्राउंड स्टेट. बट व्हेन इट विल गेन एनर्जी, वेयर इट विल गो?
Higher cell.
Higher shell. Why? By absorbing energy, it go to the higher shell, and in that state, it is called what? Excited state. And in excited state, it is what? It is unstable. What it is? It is unstable in
Unstable.
excited state. वहां पर वो stable नहीं है. क्या हमेशा रह जाएगा वहां पे excited में?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
It is not going to remain. It is like a guest. That electron is like a guest in the higher shell, now. It has just gone for time being. As it has gained the energy, it has gone there for time being as a guest. So it is unstable there. Guest is stable or unstable? Tell me.
Unstable.
Unstable.
Unstable. Ultimately, what do? They return back to their home. है ना? Guests return to back to their home. So this electron, by absorbing the energy, has gone to the higher shell as a guest. So it is unstable. And then when it will be losing its energy, it will come back where? Where it will come back?
Ground state.
In its own cell.
In its own shell. That is called the ground state. And when it come back, when it is returning back to the shell, it lose the energy in the form of what? In the form of radiation. In which form? In which form?
Radiation.
In the form of radiation. I hope the thing is clear. समझ गए हैं आप लोग या नहीं समझे?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, ये पॉइंट समझ में आ गया है आपको?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Ground state and excited state is clear to one and all. So this is what? This is your Bohr's model of an atom. This 4 point is what? Is all about the Bohr's model of an atom. So we have come to the conclusion. May I have this last point? All of you have noted down?
Yes, ma'am.
Noted down?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me erase it. So a Bohr's model is compared with Bohr's electron is said to be what? Planetary electrons. क्या बोला जाता है उसको? Planetary. Planetary. Why planetary? This word has come from where? From where you have got this word? This word you have got from planet. Okay, where is planet present? Solar system?
Solar system.
Okay, so Bohr's model is compared with what? Is compared with solar system. Why compared with solar system? Because in the solar
Because
system is sun and the 9 planets. Okay, sun is what? So in Bohr's model, in place of sun, what is present? Nucleus. क्या present है? Nucleus present है. Nucleus में क्या present है? Proton present है. और जहां ये present है उसको हम क्या कहते हैं? That part is called what? Nuclear part. That is called the nuclear part. And the 9 planets, there is 9 of it.
Non-nuclear part.
Yes. Extra nuclear.
Extra
Yes,
nuclear part.
very good.
Extra
It is
nuclear part.
extra nuclear part. Extra nuclear part. And what is present in the extra nuclear part?
Electron.
Electrons.
Electrons are present in the extra nuclear part in their fixed
Orbit.
shells. In their fixed shells. What are the shells? What are the shells?
KLMN.
Shells are K, L, M and N. And each shell is having fixed energy. Like in the solar
Yes.
system, which planet will be present in the first orbit, second orbit is fixed. Fixed hai na?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Similarly, in K, how many electrons will be present and what will be its energy? In L, how many electrons will be present and what will be its energy? Likewise for M and N, everything is what? Fixed? Everything is fixed?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So,
Yes, ma'am.
Bohr's model of an atom is compared with what? Is compared with the solar system.
Solar system.
Cassette solar system, like nucleus is present in the center, and what is present in the nucleus? Proton is present in the nucleus, and outside are what? Shell. Outside what is present? Shells is present. First shell K, L, M, and the third one is called what? Third one is N shell. यहाँ पे कितना होगा maximum? 2, 8, 18 and 32. This is the first shell, second shell, third shell and the fourth shell. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So tomorrow only few seconds are left. Tomorrow we will discuss the distribution of electron in the various shells. Okay. Okay, class.
Yes, ma'am.
That's all
Yes,
for today. That's all for today. I hope everything is clear to you. No confusion is there.
No, ma'am.
No.
Okay. Okay then. Thank you all. All of you please learn homework. Homework is to learn Bohr's model of an atom.